Hi guys, welcome to Suffolk Codes. I'm Miss Jasmine and I'll be guiding you through the coding modules on code.org. Um, while we're doing this, we'll also be holding some live office hours on Tuesdays from 6:30 to 7:30. These live office hours will be on March 2nd, March 9th, March 16th, and March 23rd. To get to these live office hours, all you have to do is register via our website on the calendar, Suffolk Codes. And I will send you out our Zoom link as well as your course section and your secret words to sign in. Feel free to make your own free code.org account if you don't want to follow along with the live office hours, but you're more than welcome to join at any time. All you have to do is register for them, okay? So before we get started, I'm just going to show you guys how to sign in. So you go to core.org, and then in your right corner, you'll see sign in. Just click on that. And in that email that I'll send you, you'll get your section code. And you'll see your name. And you're going to type in your secret words. You can also click on I have a partner on my computer if you're working with your buddy at home. If not, you can leave it on blank and just click sign in. So I'm starting you guys off with a pre-reader express just so we can start off with the basics. I'm going to skip the first two, which is learn to drag and drop, which is pretty much just showing you how to drag your block and drop it down so you can start your line of code. And I'm going to skip the sequencing with scratch. That is just showing you the more to adding your codes together. Those are optional to do, and you're more than welcome to do, or we can go over them in our live office hours if you don't feel comfortable enough with them. I'm going to start us off with our lesson 3, Programming in Angry Birds. And we're going to do part of the lesson with you guys. So if we click, it's going to take us to our very first part, and all the lessons start off with a video just talking about some of the basics of coding and things that you can do with it. Another thing with the lessons, you have your instructions at the top. So this one says, play with these blocks and try to get me to the bag pig. You also get some hints, and your hints are on your light bulb. So anytime you need a hint, just click on your light bulb. So we have our area over here, and we are going to try to get our bird to the pig. So we are going to the left, and it looks like we're going to try to get to our bird, and we're going to think of these blocks. So 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks. So if we're going to the left, that means we're going west. So we're going to drag our west block over 3 times, and then we're going to hit run. Awesome, we've gotten to our piggy, and we wrote our 3 lines of code, so we dragged over 3 blocks onwards. So now we're going to try this one. So give this one a try, and we're going downwards to get to our piggy. So we go down, we're going south. So we can either drag our south down 3 times, or another option is that they give us a repeat button. The repeat button is already set to 3. You could always change it, but we know we're going 3 because we're going to count 1 block, 2 block, and 3. So we're going to drag our repeat block over, and we know we're going down, so we're going to use a south block and just put that one in and hit run. Awesome. So we wrote 2 lines of code because we had our 1 repeat block and our 1 south block. Here, piggy, what can you add to the end of this code to get the bird to the pig? So when we run, we're going down 3 times, so south block. And let's look at our image. What can we do to take our bird to our piggy? So we go down 3, 1, 2, 3. Our pig is to our left, which is our west again. So we're going to drag our west block over. Awesome. We gotten over. We wrote our 4 lines of code. So let's see our next one. Move one way and then another to get the bird to the pig. Okay, so it looks like we have to get to our pig, and our pig is above us. So we know we're gonna have to move north once, and then we're gonna have to move over. And it looks like we go up once, and then 1, 2, 3. So at least we know we're gonna go up once, because we can't move directly over because we're blocked by the TNT. So we're gonna go up once, and then we're gonna move over to our right. I'm put 3. Let's see if we can get to our piggy. We did. Now we did get to our pig, but we also could have used less blocks because I didn't use a repeat block. If we use a repeat block, we can use less lines of code. Solve this level and get the bird to the pig. Okay, this one's a little more in depth because as you can see, our piggy is over here, so we could go all the way to our right, down, and then back to our left, which is a little more steps for us to take. So let's use less lines of code, and that way we can go just above our pig. So we can move 1, 2, 3, and then we can move down 1. So this time, let's use our repeat block and drag it up, connect it, and we're going to go to our right, so our east 3 times, and then we're going to go down, so we're going to drag our south block and run. And we got our pig. I just took 3 lines of code. So it gave us a challenge puzzle. Let's do the challenge puzzle. Avoid the TNT to get the bird to the pig. Okay, so we can't go through our TNT, so we have to go up. So we're going up once, and then we're going to move over 1, 2, 3 to your right, so your east, and you have to go back down to get the pig because the pig is not above us. It's on the same level, so we're going to have to go down south. So let's go up with a north block. Do we have our repeat block? We do have our repeat blocks again. So we're going to drag our repeat block, and we're going to go east, and then we're going to go down and run. And we got our pig. Wrote our 4 lines of code. And you always see your code too. If you just type on show code, it'll show you what you did. You move and your how many steps it took you. Okay, so we're going to move on to continue. I want you guys to try the last portions of this lessons and tell me how you felt about it in our office hours, as well as finish up the last parts of the lesson 2. Try lesson 4 as well with Ray and BB-8 to see how far you can go and how you felt about the sequencing and all your loops. And besides the lessons, you can also do some of the events and projects. One of the projects I would like you guys to do is try the Gumball project and see what things you can create so we can show to each other. For example, I want to set anti-yeast, and I'm going to change the background because that's a lot of dots. So let's do graffiti. And I want her to wait for a minute. Well, not a minute. How about like to, let's try 5 seconds. And I want her to possibly say something. So let's say, how are you doing? And then I want the background to change again from graffiti to something else. We'll leave it at characters to see how that looks like. And then I want her to mysteriously disappear. So we're going to put vanish. So let's see how that looks. And I'm going to click run. Oh, that's a lot of graffiti. And wait. And she said, how are you doing? The background changed and Annalisa's gone. So play around with the Gumball Lab and we can show each other our creations or walk through what we have created during our office hours. And I can't wait to see you guys. Bye.